In a quiet Yoruba village called Ile-Oro, surrounded by lush forests and flowing rivers, lived a humble woman named Ile-Oro. She was beloved by everyone, known for her kindness, her wisdom, and her skill in healing with herbs and plants. Yet, her heart carried a deep longing, for despite her good nature, she remained childless. Night after night, she prayed under the stars, hoping to one day hear the sweet cries of her own child. One night, as she knelt under the light of a rare blood moon, she made her deepest plea yet. "O Olajimare," she whispered, "grant me a child, someone to love and to carry on my name. I ask for just one." The wind stirred, and a gentle breeze touched her face as though in answer. And soon, her prayers were granted in a most unexpected way. A few moons later, Ile-Oro found herself with child. Not just one child, but 3 daughters born under that same blood moon. She named them Adunni, a joke, and Anike, names that meant sweetness, to be cherished, and one to pamper. Ile-Oro cherished them with all her heart, raising them with love and care. But there was a whisper among the elders of Ile-Oro, a warning rooted in ancient superstition. Triplets born under the blood moon are either a great blessing or a powerful curse. Fear spread through the village, for it was believed that such children could bring about mysterious and unforeseen events. To protect her daughters, Ile-Oro kept them hidden, deep in the shadows of her small compound. The girls grew up secluded, each with unique talents that seemed to be gifts from the gods. Adunni, the eldest, had a gentleness that made animals trust her. Birds would land on her shoulders, and even the most skittish creatures would let her touch them. A joke, the middle child, had an inner wisdom that surpassed her years. Her dreams often showed her glimpses of the future, hints of events that had yet to come. And Anike, the youngest, carried a fiery spirit within her. She could feel the warmth of fire in her palms and, in moments of strong emotion, could even summon small flames. As the girls grew, so did their bond with each other. They were inseparable, each one completing the other like pieces of a puzzle. But as they matured, so did the rumors in the village. One day the village chief, Baba Oak, discovered the existence of the triplets. Though he had known Ile-Oro for years, even helping her with her herb trade, he was overcome by fear of the old prophecy. Confronting Ile-Oro, he warned her, "For the safety of Ile-Oro, you must send them away. 3 daughters born under a blood moon bring nothing but trouble." But Ile-Oro refused. She believed her daughters were blessings, meant to bring light to the village rather than harm. Nevertheless, the chief and the villagers grew uneasy, whispering that strange events around the village were due to the presence of the triplets. Soon, a terrible drought struck Ile-Oro, leaving the rivers dry and the crops withering in the fields. People began to murmur that the triplets were responsible, that they had brought the wrath of the gods upon the village. Desperate to help her village and prove the innocence of her daughters, Ile-Oro visited the oldest woman in the village, a priestess named Aya Agba. The priestess had known the village's secrets for generations, and she alone understood the prophecy. She listened quietly to Ile-Oro's plea and then spoke. "Your daughters are indeed special, Ile-Oro. They were born to fulfill a destiny, not to harm this village but to save it. Only together can they end the drought and protect Ile-Oro from the darkness that lurks. Encouraged by Aya Agba's words, Aya Tolu returned home, urging her daughters to trust in their gifts. That night, Adunni, Ajoke, and Anaik gathered by the dry riverbed, joining hands. Adunni knelt down, speaking softly to the creatures around them, asking for their guidance and blessing. Ajoke closed her eyes, focusing on her dreams of the future, seeking a vision that would lead them to the solution. Anaik, the fearless one, felt the heat in her palms grow stronger as she concentrated, summoning her fire to give life to the dried earth. With their combined powers, the ground beneath them began to tremble, and water bubbled up from the earth, filling the riverbed once more. The villagers who had gathered to watch were astonished. The triplets had saved the village, proving that their arrival was indeed a blessing. But their work was not yet done, for Aya Agba had warned of a darkness still hiding in the forests. A few days later, the true challenge arrived. A fearsome creature, a beast covered in shadows with eyes that glowed like embers, emerged from the forest, attacking the villagers and terrorizing the children. It was a spirit of darkness, one that had grown strong during the drought, feeding on the villagers' fears. Adunni, Ajoke, and Anaik knew they had to face this creature together. Adunni reached out to the animals of the forest, asking them to help surround the beast. Birds, wild dogs, and even snakes joined her call, circling the creature and distracting it. Ajoke, with her wisdom, guided her sisters to understand the creature's weak points, interpreting the vision she had seen of its defeat. And Anaik, with her fiery spirit, confronted the beast, using the fire in her hands to weaken it, driving it back into the depths of the forest. The village watched in awe as the triplets, united by their bond and their powers, defeated the creature, restoring peace to Ile-Oro. From that day forward, the villagers no longer saw them as a curse but as a blessing. They apologized to Aya Tolu and welcomed her daughters with open arms, grateful for the gifts they had used to protect the village. As the years passed, the story of Adunni, Ajoke, and Anaik became legend, a tale told to every child in Ile-Oro. The villagers learned to value unity, courage, and the unique gifts each person brought to their community. And Aya Tolu, now known as the proud mother of the blessed triplets, lived to see her daughters bring not only love and joy to the village but also wisdom and strength. The story of the forbidden female triplets became a timeless lesson for Ile-Oro, teaching that true blessings often come in forms we do not understand, and that we must embrace those who are different, for they may be the ones to bring light in times of darkness.